All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is 𝐷𝐻𝐼𝐤, and with this video here, we have a new trailer dropping today. So a few hours ago, a new Doctor Strange trailer dropped. So let's jump into it, and then I'm going to give my thoughts on it. So let's hit it. Oh, I'm so excited for this movie.
I dreamed the same dream. And then the nightmare begins.
Glad to see they still keeping the visuals of the multiple realities.
To protect our world.
You cannot control everything, Strange. You opened the doorway between universes, and we don't know who or what.
Okay, Sam Raimi, doing your damn thing. I like the malevolent music they got going on.
What do you know about the multiverse?
Viz had his theories. He believed it.
Who
was
had his
dangerous.
theories? And how would she even know about the multiverse?
I'm sorry, Stephen. Your desecration of reality.
I like how they make all of the Doctor Strange movies kind of like the old Doctor Strange comics from back in the day.
We should tell him the truth.
Okay. I'm seeing a lot I could talk about in the next like 30 seconds.
Things just got out of hand.
You break the rules. Look out! You become a hero. I do it. I become the enemy.
That's because you killed and like tortured the whole town, lady. Come on now.
It doesn't seem fair.
I mean, don't even let me get started on what you did in the comics, Miss No More Mutants. Ooh. Okay. Okay. All right, YouTube, I'm feeling it. Let me turn down this trailer real quick. Yeah, I'm feeling it. Feeling everything about this right now. Let me actually go back because there was a lot that I've seen in here. Let me see if I can pause this and maybe go a little bit here. First thing I noticed is his cape is different. What's that black thing on the back of his cape? On the back of the cloak of levitation? Because that's not the normal cape, I don't think. I mean, I could be wrong, but I could have swore it was all red. Not sure what that is. If I'm right, maybe that's some kind of magical enchantment to have him do something, or maybe this is all the dreams that he was mentioning earlier, since that's obviously his house in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by skulls and bones, and looks like something from the Terminator. But yeah, that's the first thing that stood out to me right there. So not sure what that is. But yeah, loving the malevolent music, loving the tone, loving, or at least the style of how they, edited and engineered this trailer. Liking it a lot. That's America Chavez. She's a character from the comic books. Not sure who the bandaged person is. I think Nightmare was supposed to be in this. So is that what Nightmare looks like in the Nightmare? Or unless he takes the form of whatever your nightmare is perceived to be. Maybe he takes the form of your worst fears or whatever. If he does, him being yellow is going to kind of remind me of Green Lantern. Just saying, I'm getting some Parallax vibe from this here, if that's the case. Yeah, what is this? I'm guessing this is either 𝐾𝐨𝐬𝐺 or the Magical City, but I don't remember them having bows and arrows. So is this Asian Wakanda? Is this from from Shang-Chi, that mystical city they had there? Because they had bows and weapons and dragon scale stuff. So maybe that's what this is, but it goes by too fast to read it. So a lot of them are wearing dark green. So I'm guessing this is 𝐾𝐨𝐬𝐺 and not the city from Shang-Chi, since they wore like red and stuff, red and orange. I'm guessing that's America Chavez being strung up, and this is the See, because I'm curious as far as like how she plays into this. I don't know a whole lot about her character. I know that she was introduced in the past few years. I know she comes from another dimension. She hops on over, and part of her superheroing is hopping dimensions and stuff like that. So I'm not sure what her story is in the comics. So I'm not sure how they're gonna use her in this. Um, I feel like they're just putting her in this because they're gonna probably make a Young Avengers movie or TV show later. Given all the other younger heroes and stuff that they're introducing in like the newer movies and stuff since Endgame. So, but yeah, not sure what this is here. And that's somebody getting is that a different version of Doctor Strange? Because up in here, he reminds me of Doctor Strange with that outfit. Yeah, I'm not not sure what that is. But that's clearly somebody who kind of looks like Benedict Cumberbatch. Yeah, the little chess symbol kind of reminds me of the symbol from Quake, the old school video game. But yeah, not sure what that is. Maybe that's the evil version they have at the end. And I'm also guessing or trying to guess what happened in this, because is this, let's say, what's the word I'm looking for? Let's say like a kind of punishment for what happened in Doctor Strange, where he kind of used the time stone to save, yeah, or not to save, but to stop uh crap. I know all the comic book knowledge about the guy, but the name just slipped my mind. Dormammu, yeah. Is this punishment for that? Or is this like a downfall of what happened in the last Spider-Man movie, where he kind of introduced the multiverse and stuff like that? So I don't know which they're gonna go with. I'm assuming it's the multiverse stuff in Spider-Man, since that's what they're talking about. But it kind of is weird because didn't Doctor Strange and the Ancient One already know about the multiverse and different realities and stuff? Because that's technically what a multiverse is. You know, because that was the first thing that she introduced them to when he got to Kamar-Taj. So yeah, they may not know what's on the other side of these multiple realities, but they know they exist. So, and if that's the case, why hasn't all of this happened before? You know, if this is because of what happened in Spider-Man, then it's like, okay, they fixed that, you know, because that was only people who knew Spider-Man coming, you know, who came through, so to speak. So I'm not sure what they're gonna go with this, unless this. I'm assuming this is gonna be what happened with Dormammu and the Time Stone and all of that. Maybe, let's say, maybe Dormammu was some kind of reality constant, kind of like how Galactus is in the comic books, where he kind of has to exist in every reality in order to keep the balance of things. By Doctor Strange freezing Dormammu in that time moment, you know, maybe that somehow kind of messed up the balance and broke something. Or is this for what happens in Loki when the multiple realities got branched off into the different you know, timelines and stuff like that? So is this because of that? I have no idea. That's why this is probably my most favorite new MCU thing going forward, because this, I feel like, is gonna set the stage for whatever the next plan is with the next phase with the MCU. That's also why I think a lot of the previous material since Endgame has been kind of weak, you know, as far as introducing newer characters and the, like, if you take a lot of the Disney Plus stuff, and I'm sorry for going on a tangent, but if you take a lot of the Disney Plus, you know, TV shows they've done to Endgame, a lot of the movies, they're either prequels or stuff that happens in between movies. Nothing major as far as world-shattering events. They're not introducing the Fantastic Four. They're not introducing the X-Men. You know, they're not doing anything on that kind of scale. Everything is low-key. They're moving pieces around. We're learning different things that existed, but we didn't know they existed, like the stuff that happened with the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, or in Loki, or in Black Widow, you know, and her backstory in that case. But nothing major to the bigger world of what's going on. They're not bringing back Captain America or Iron Man, so you don't know what's happening with those characters. So a lot of people feel like the MCU, oh, the MCU's, oh, it's over and done. They can't do nothing. Bullshit. They have like 60, 70 years of comic books to go through and make stuff up with tons of characters. They are far from done. They're going to be the biggest thing on top for probably the next 20, 30, 40 years, probably. But all that being said, I think this movie, like I said, by them introducing the multiverse definitively in this movie, because a lot of people don't watch the Disney Plus stuff. Yeah, you could say it was introduced in Loki, but I think that between that and the What If cartoons and this, those two previous ones were kind of like to wet your whistle to be like, okay, let's get the audience used to the idea of what a multiverse is. And then this is going to be like, this is going to kick open the door and be like, I'm here, you know, big dick energy. You know, that's what this movie's going to do with that concept. And I think unless Marvel rewrites their movies, or let's say resets everything with a reality altering spin on things to kind of change up everything back to whatever the new norm is, then if they want to keep it going, I mean, I want to see my boy Iron Man come back, but you know, if they decide to keep it going, this could be a way that they introduce the Fantastic Four, the X-Men and stuff like that without having completely breaking their own timeline as far as the MCU, because you can't really explain like, oh, why, if mutants already, you know, always existed, how come nobody knows about them? You know, where were they at during all of these things? You know, it's too many questions to answer. And yeah, they could bullshit an answer, but that would be like a bullshit, shitty answer that they could possibly do. So that's why I don't think they're going to do it that way. This will be an easier way to kind of write that question. And then let's say 10 years from now, if they want to reset things or do whatever they want to do to kind of, if they have to do something like that, they still can, you know, introduce Galactus and the Celestials. And, you know, even though they've touched on that recently in the previous movies, you can bring in the cosmic entities and, you know, you can do something with that and then be like, oh, now we're wiping everything and this is the new norm from here on, and then have everybody in one universe. That's what I think they're probably going to do. But this could be the biggest thing to kind of kick that open. So let's jump back into it here. My bad for going off on a tangent, but I'm like super excited about this. So Wong, you know, the new Sorcerer Supreme, is upset about Doctor Strange because he did something. So the only other thing I could think of is maybe Doctor Strange does something at the beginning of this movie and that's what kicks off everything. But if he's having nightmares and dreams, I'm guessing it's because Nightmare got out and that he's affecting his dreams, which is going to affect reality and all that kind of sort of stuff. So, but we'll see. Yeah, his cape did not look like that. I don't know what that thing is on his back. Maybe he gets a new cape, or maybe the cape gets destroyed or torn or something and he has to repair it. And that's why he has that thing on his back to kind of save the cloak. Matter of fact, hold on, let me go back. Yeah, he doesn't have it there. Yeah, in this scene here, yeah, he doesn't have it. So something must has to happen to him to get whatever that black thing is on his back. See how like right here, it's not there? So maybe whatever this is attacks the 𝐃𝐨𝐬𝐤 and they all get destroyed or wiped out or messed up, and somehow the cape gets injured, or maybe he needs a spell and that's what denotes whatever spell he has on him or enchantment. And bringing back Mordo. Okay, liking that. This has me curious though, because I'm seeing a lot of Iron Man in this right here, right? Besides everything being all tech, and I'm not saying all tech has to be from Tony Stark, but these things here, they look just like Ultron bots. And let me just go back to when you first get a good look at them. They look just like Ultron bots from the Age of Ultron. And besides even looking like Ultron, they're even more reminiscent of the bots that Tony made to kind of protect the people in the beginning of Age of Ultron. You know, the ones that would stand up and be like, please, it's not safe, blah, 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 blah. They look like a futuristic version of those. So, and it's kind of weird because it's like, you see this council of people, right? And you can't really see them all that much. And then you have this person here who has a very familiar voice. I'm either thinking I can't make it out. I want to say it's like Patrick Stewart. I could be wrong, but it sounds like Patrick Stewart, or like a really really old man that's like that. And he looks like he's bald, so I'm either thinking either it's Patrick Stewart or it doesn't sound like him, but it doesn't sound like Benjamin Kingsley. I was trying to think of like old bald headed white dudes that they could put in in the movie like this. Unless this is somebody new, I could have the voices wrong, but I was thinking either Professor Xavier or Benjamin Kingsley. But the voice doesn't sound like Benjamin Kingsley. It sounds like a really old Patrick Stewart. So if that's the case, maybe we get in Professor X in the MCU finally, and maybe he's a part of whatever this council is. Maybe this is like the MCU version. I mean, I'm hoping it's the MCU version of like the Illuminati that they had from the comics. That'd be cool. Because I'm guessing the person talking is the person that's, well, hold on, let me take it back and see. They only showed it for like half a second. He has something on his back. Okay. So let me just pause it here. Yeah, he has something like a sword or something on his back. So I'm not sure if the person talking is the person that's walking on the side. I thought it was at first, but Professor Xavier, he like, 90 something years old. He ain't fighting nobody. So I'm not sure if that's particularly him. They may be using the scene or cutting the scene rather to make it seem like he's the person that's talking, but really it's not. So very interested to see who these other two people are too. Like you got this guy over here on the right that's sitting down, not sure who he is. And then you got the person on the left who they're just completely hiding in shadow. But what I'm guessing is maybe these people are a council that run whatever this is. Maybe it's kind of like in Loki, how you had the, I forget what they called it in Loki, but you had the people that ran the TVA and, things like that. So maybe that's what this is. Maybe this is another dimension where they kind of do that kind of sort of stuff. Or maybe this dimension is trying to stop whatever Doctor Strange is trying to stop. And it could be that Doctor Strange was trying to do something that was going to mess something up, even though he didn't know it. And they, just like they did Loki, they captured him, brought him in and said, hey, look, we've been trying to stop this the whole time. We're going to, help you as much as we can, but we need to stop you from doing shit. Or it could be that they're like the TVA and realize that, hey, look, the previous Doctor Strange, the evil one, is the one that caused all of this stuff to go bad. So you're Doctor Strange. We see you kind of doing the same thing, trying to fix it. We're going to arrest you because we don't trust you. It could be something like that going on too. But I'm really getting a big Iron Man vibe out of these guys right here. Not sure if that's going to be the case, but maybe Iron Man is going to be in this, or maybe he runs this some kind of way. And maybe they're going to have like an alternate reality version of Tony Stark in here for some reason. I've been hearing, seeing other people talk about certain things and stuff. I don't know how true it is, but some people were putting on their thumbnails that it could be Tom Cruise. And that's because I think Tom Cruise was going to be Tony Stark back in the day when they were trying to make Iron Man and stuff like that. So maybe people are thinking that they're going to roll him in and have him be this alternate reality version of Tony Stark for whatever this is. So could be wrong about that. Like I said, that's just me throwing rumors and stuff, comparing it to what other people are doing, but getting a real big Iron Man vibe out of that. And see how he's like super surprised. I was thinking like maybe, if Tony Stark was in this and let's say like it was Tom Cruise, maybe he just walked out and revealed himself. And that's why you have him look up like he's kind of sort of surprised. Makes a whole lot of sense. Or maybe, if this is, Professor Charles Xavier, I'm not sure why he would be so surprised, because by all accounts, he shouldn't know who Professor Xavier is. So he shouldn't be as surprised. Maybe this is like Tony Stark or Tom Cruise's Tony Stark talking to him. Maybe they just changed his hair and stuff. Maybe that's why they're not showing him from the front, because like any kind of facial hair would give it away. So maybe that's why he's like this. Maybe this isn't Charles Xavier at all. But who knows? I mean, we'll see when the movie comes out. Really liking all of this reality warping. So I'm guessing they're going to be hopping around different dimensions, Kind of like how the Flash hops through time and stuff, because that's obviously a dinosaur in the background, and it looks like America Chavez and Doctor Strange are getting flung around and stuff. So maybe they're going from reality to reality, and that's what this scene is. This is the blocky 3D, you know, the the Minecraft dimension. And then that's obviously the evil Doctor Strange, or Nightmare looking like Doctor Strange, I'm guessing. But I'm guessing that's the evil Doctor Strange there. But trying to see what this glowing person is. Like, who is that? Is that America Chavez? I'm guessing that's who that is, unless that's somebody completely new. I don't recognize it kind of looks like Captain Marvel, but it doesn't look like her, but the glowingness is reminding me of that. But maybe that's America Chavez's powers, and she's fighting whoever she's fighting, Wanda. Or maybe they just brought in an alternate version of Captain Marvel, but that doesn't look like her though. That's obviously 𝐥𝐤𝐤. That's not 𝐥𝐤𝐤. I think they said that I think for some reason they can't call him 𝐥𝐤𝐤 because of like copyright laws and stuff like that. So I think they're gonna give him a different name, but it's 𝐥𝐤𝐤, but they just can't technically call him 𝐥𝐤𝐤. I forget what the law actually is, but he first appeared in like a Conan comic. So the people who own the rights to that, even though Conan is in Marvel along with 𝐥𝐤𝐤 as far as the comic books, they can't translate those rights to movies or something like that. So they're gonna say he's not 𝐥𝐤𝐤, but that's what he's supposed to be. And I don't know what she's talking about there. Like, oh, when you do it, you know, you become a hero. When I do it, I get in trouble. So did that stint in, what was it, Jersey? Did you just not learn from that? Because like this looks like she did something else. Like, did she use the Darkhold to try to bring back her kids and then unleash Nightmare or whatever the big bad is in this? But then again, I don't think it's that, because why would Doctor Strange go to her and be like, yeah, hey, do you know about the multiverse? Because he would be the one to figure it out after the fact if she did something. So why would he be coming to her for help? So what I think is happening, or what I think is going to happen in this, is I think he's going to come to her for help for some reason. Maybe he feels he's not strong enough in chaos magic to defeat whatever this is. So he's going to get her help, and she's going to see something like either multiple realities, or she's going to see or do something to try to get her kids back some kind of way, or make her kids real, or she's going to try to get them from another dimension. I don't know, something like that. And something's going to go wrong. She's going to fuck things up even more. That's what I'm guessing what this scene is. Because when, that's, you know, the line she says to him, when, you know, when you do it, you become a hero, but when I do it, I become a villain. So what did you do? You know, so I'm guessing Doctor Strange being the evil one, they're going to learn that he tried to use his powers along with all the other magic to maybe, if they keep things like the what if, to bring back his girl or whatever, and things didn't work. Or maybe she's talking about when in his movie, maybe he's going to tell her when he used the time stone to freeze time, and he used that when he wasn't supposed to stop Dormammu to save stuff from his movie. And that's why she's like, oh, you broke the rules and became a hero, but when I break the rules, I become a villain. So maybe she's either going to do something to, you know, cause that, or to cause the whole situation. At first I was thinking like maybe she's talking about what happened in WandaVision. But yeah, you know, you fucked up in WandaVision. It wasn't like one of those things where it's like, oh, I tried to do something good. No, you just fucked up. So, and she knew that at the end of that show. So you wouldn't say that line and be like, oh, I tried to do something good. You didn't do nothing good. You just went crazy. So I don't think she's talking about that. I think it's going to be something else that she does. All right. Who was that? Hold on. Let me go back. Was that Wong? Was that Wong doing flips and swirls and stuff, being all agile with his big ass? That wasn't him. That's supposed to be him, but that ain't him doing that. No, damn well that ain't him. That's some other guy doing those flips and swirls, but okay. I thought it was somebody completely different, but that's probably going to be Wong. And hold on, let me take that back. You got Wanda trying to blast somebody or trying to control something, and I'm trying to see what the reflection is on her eyes. Okay. Not sure what that is. Oh, she's remembering that. Okay, that's when her and her brother were being experimented on by Hydra. That's what that looks like. Those two cells that they were in when Pietro was going all super speed and she was doing all the weird funky stuff with her fingers and hands. That's what that looks like. And that may be the scene. I know on WandaVision, the scene when like her, I forgot what they called it in WandaVision, but the destiny powers or whatever they were in WandaVision, like when the other, what's the other mage lady's name? The villain of WandaVision. I forget what the other witch's name was, but when she was like, "Oh, you're the prophesied Red Witch" or whatever. I forget what it was called. But that's when that first appeared to Wanda and when she got all of those enhanced powers and stuff in WandaVision. So maybe that's she's recalling what that scene is, or maybe maybe Nightmare is looking into her mind and seeing that, and they're seeing that hidden power that she has. And I was confused by this too. Who is this? Because this kind of looks like evil Doctor Strange, but that looks like a female doing that. Like, hold on, let me try to take it back because it's only for like a quarter second. Yeah, see, like, is that the same person that kind of was Doctor Strange, but not Doctor Strange, or is that gonna be what Nightmare looks like? Because I'm guessing that's who this is, because the outfit doesn't look like Doctor Strange. I don't see the Eye of Agamotto, and it kind of looks like a female. That's definitely not Benedict Cumberbatch, so definitely a female doing that. So maybe that's Nightmare. And then we get, hold on, go back. I want to see super evil Doctor Strange. Why are they trying to cut it out and make the title come up real quick? All right. That's a really cool, badass image. Maybe that's who that person was. Okay, so yeah, maybe it is evil Doctor Strange. I'm like using my brain and taking away the arms and yeah, the outfit and then the red sash is in the same place. So yeah, maybe that was just evil Doctor Strange. Because I'm guessing that's what that is, even though I don't see the Eye of Agamotto and stuff. Because yeah, that's definitely looks like a man's body here, but it would look female before. But maybe that could be Nightmare too. Maybe Nightmare just looks like that. Maybe he has like a robed kind of thing too. I gotta go back. Let me see. Is that the end of it? Where is evil Doctor Strange at? I just want to see something. Because if I remember right, his outfit was like the normal Doctor Strange outfit. It wasn't like red and black. Here we go. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's like green and black. So may not be the same. But then again, this part looks the same. The neck part looks the same. It's like the same outfit minus the red. So yeah, maybe it is him. And since he has the gray, on the side, maybe they're going to use that to denote that, oh, that's how much evil magic he has in him, even though the regular Doctor Strange has it too. But I've noticed in the last scene, the gray part was almost like half his hair, so maybe the more gray he has, the more evil he's taken in to use and stuff like that. So maybe that changes his outfit. Maybe he goes from that just black to like the red and black. And his face looks even more skeletal and stuff like that. So maybe that's what's going on. Maybe he gets a powered up form. Maybe that's what that is. But yeah, super excited for this one, YouTube. I can't wait. I really can't. And I think it was like what they say, like March or May, something like that. So we just gotta wait like a month or two, and it's gonna be here. That's gonna put Marvel back on top and get out of this, slow funk that they've been in for the past like year and a half. But can't wait. But anyways, guys, if you want me to talk on this movie or any other particular trailer, comic book movie, or whatever coming out over the next few months, just let me know down in the comments below, and we'll see if we can make it happen. I know for the foreseeable future, I know Jolly's has a whole nother channel doing crypto and stuff like that. So I'm going to see if I can put the link down to that and below, so you guys can check that out if you're into crypto and stuff. So I know that's where most of his attention is. So at least for the time being, the stuff on this channel is probably just going to be just me. So I'm gonna see if I can keep things going, you know, with the reaction videos, maybe do some death battles, maybe get some other different type of content that's focused, let's say, on me. That way I don't want to, you know, do the kind of stuff that me and Jolly did together. And I just don't want to take that going forward. You know, I want to do something different. That way we can come back and do those when he comes back, you know, and, you know, does videos and stuff like that. So we're going to try to keep it, you know, me focused for a little bit and see how things go. So I will see you guys in the next one.